Migration is your chance to upgrade, work smarter, and finally leave behind the limitations of your old setup. One wrong move and you could lose the tasks you have been tracking for months, the deadlines you have worked so hard to meet, or the files your team depends on every single day. But that's not gonna happen if you are migrating your projects to FluentBoards, and doing it right is exactly what this module is all about. It's your step-by-step blueprint to move your projects from Trello, Asana, or pretty much any other platform straight into FluentBoards with zero data loss, zero confusion, and zero downtime. By the end, it will feel like your projects have been running in FluentBoards from day one. So let's get into it. So once you are inside FluentBoards, the first thing you will notice is how flexible it is, even though it's built right into WordPress. It's clean, fast, and ready to adapt to your workflow. And the best part, importing your boards has its own dedicated option, making migration a breeze. So to kick off the migration, I'm heading over to my Trello board, the one I have been using to keep all my projects organized. So here it is. Now, if I click on the three dots in the corner, a few options pop up. As you can see, one of them is the export option. So let's tap on it. Trello quickly gives me a few options with the export as JSON option. So selecting this gives me the ability to save my board as a JSON file. And seconds later, it's ready to go. So now the rest of the procedure depends on FluentBoards. Let's start from where I left off. So in the board section, a simple tap on the three dots opens the import menu. This time I'm going with Trello. So right away, I need to select the file I have just exported from Trello and tap open. So as you can see, it's uploaded. So one final tap on upload and start importing. And the board is fully imported. So just like that, every task, deadline, and file from Trello is now safely in FluentBoards. It's seamless, simple, and honestly kind of satisfying to see everything in place. And if you're planning to move your projects from Asana, this part is a must-watch for you. While Trello has a three-dot menu to convert the project into JSON, Asana's approach is a bit more direct. Can you see the arrow besides your project name? That's the door to your export options. At the bottom of the feature list, I can clearly see the sync or export button. So let's go with JSON. That tab takes me directly to the JSON file. And in seconds, my project data is ready to download. So let me save it to complete the exporting process. Well, I'm halfway through the process. For the rest, proceed, you know where I'm heading, to FluentBoards. So just as I did before, here I'll go with the import from Asana and then handpick the exported file with just a few clicks. So the next step is to complete the process by clicking on the upload and start importing button. So just like in a fraction of a second, it's done. As you can see, everything from the Asana project board is imported point by point to my FluentBoards. You have got very few project management options in WordPress, but none give you the power and flexibility of FluentBoards. And even if your current workflow is in Notion, ClickUp, or another SaaS platform, you don't have to start from scratch. You can move them over effortlessly and keep everything exactly as it is in FluentBoards. So let's break it down using Notion as an example. Moving your project over FluentBoards is easier than you might think. So first, I need to export my project from Notion as a CSV file. So once it's downloaded, it usually comes zipped. So let's go ahead and unzip it to keep things more structured for importing. Well, it's done. So now you know what to do next, right? So I'll jump into FluentBoards inside WordPress. So open the board section and select import from CSV. Then simply choose the file I just unzipped. So the upload button is waiting. Let's tap on it. So right away, FluentBoards ask me to map the fields. This step ensures every task, deadline, note, and detail lands exactly where it should. Everything looks good, so let's hit import. As you can see, my Notion project is now fully functional in FluentBoards, ready to manage just like it always has. But now it's faster and more flexible than ever and right where I need it. So once you are here, you can make it completely your own, customize tasks, play with board backgrounds, even export projects if needed. So FluentBoards gives you total freedom on that. And just like that, whether you are moving your projects from Trello, Asana, or even other platforms, importing into FluentBoards is a total breeze. And migrating is just the start. So if you are still wondering whether migrating to FluentBoards is safe or worth it, I think you already know the answer. This guide is your roadmap to moving projects to WordPress without a single data loss. In the next module, we'll dive into bringing all your stakeholders together with Fluent Roadmap. Whether you are working on a project, developing a product, or shaping ideas that can truly change the way you work, you shouldn't miss this one. Until then, keep managing your projects effortlessly with FluentBoards.